11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And the throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Being chased out left. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in that. Touchdown. Yeah, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch. And this could be setting the tape. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Derrick Henry, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Tyus Bowser make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Back to throw here. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Seven, our score after one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Taron Johnson made the stop.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Back to throw now on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Sutton. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option of 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Adafe Owe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. Flushed out right. He dumps it off for Henry. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. Push, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A check down here for Henry. Runs over. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still moving.
Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there for Arizona. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back, but boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. The weight up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the 1st.
That's not good enough, man.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Eckler. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Eckler again, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would...
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Jackson. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. 48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Arnold. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Odafe Owe. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay.
The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Odafe Owe. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was something, and it wasn't good. In one play, you've gone from being in the red zone to maybe out of field goal range. Totally inexcusable.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
55 is mark, guys, 55. Bound to lose one. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 13.
Jackson. That's going to be caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and a lead now up to 14. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2nd and 3. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly. But that time, it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Catch is made by Harry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he's taken down inside the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Laviska Chenault, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Oh, good move. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll roll him out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Dan Arnold, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that one. They're taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This is Chenault on the receiving end. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and 1. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. On the screen, this is Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, they move to a sparkling 15-1 with one game still to go in the regular season. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.